everyone, welcome back to Dog Q&A. This is number 27, I believe. And you can see we've started putting up the Christmas decorations since Thanksgiving is over. However, since it's still Thanksgiving week, I thought today we'd talk about gratitude. So I kind of want to talk about what gratitude is, why it's so important, and how it affects our relationship with our dogs. So first of all, I'll just talk about what it is. So the definition of gratitude in the Webster Dictionary is the state of being grateful, warm, and friendly. A state of being grateful and a warm and friendly feeling towards a benefactor or someone who gives you something. Kindness awakened by a favor received, and thankfulness. So what jumped out to me in that definition is kindness awakened by a favor received. I thought that was really profound and just a great way to summarize what gratitude is. When I looked up Psychology Today on their website, they said gratitude is a spontaneous feeling, but research increasingly shows us the value of practicing it, making conscious efforts to count our blessings. Studies also show that there are important social and personal benefits to deliberately cultivating gratitude and being thankful for what you have in life. The feeling of gratitude generates a positivity that fills us on the inside, and then it flows out to those around us. Gratitude is an emotion, it's also a mood, and it's a personality trait. We've all known people who are just naturally grateful people, and they're so joyful to be around. To have gratitude, we first have to realize a positive outcome. So in order to be grateful for something, you have to realize something good has happened. Then we have to realize there's an outside source for that outcome. This all goes back to the above definition of kindness awakened by a favor received. When you realize how many blessings you have and how many blessings you've been given in life, it's so easy to feel grateful. And there are physical health benefits to gratitude as well. So what does it do for us? What does it matter if we're grateful or not? Well, studies show that over time, feeling grateful boosts happiness, fosters physical and psychological health. And that's even among those who already have mental health problems. So it can actually kind of heal the body, is what it's saying. Practicing gratitude curbs the use of words that express negative emotions. And then we've all seen the video with the person who speaks to the two plants. She speaks to one with positive words and one with negative words. And the one that she speaks to with the positive words blooms and flourishes. And the plant that she speaks to with the negative word actually withers and dies. So our words have a lot of power. So when you practice gratitude, you stop using those negative words as much because you're more positive in general. Then we shift away from negative emotions when we're moving into a more positive place, like resentment and envy and that spirit of lack. This minimizes the possibility of meditating or ruminating on negativity, which is kind of the root of depression. So people who are always depressed and struggling with depression may have one element of that is that they may lack gratitude. Gratitude boosts our mental and physical health. People who are grateful feel less pain. They have less stress, less insomnia, stronger immune systems. They experience healthier relationships. They do better academically and professionally. So it actually benefits us overall in our lives to practice gratitude. So how do we do that? How do we practice gratitude? Well, it starts with noticing the good things in life. So when I go for my morning walks, I will just look around and notice things that I'm grateful that I saw, or things that are encouraging to me or positive. Some other practical things we can do are, we live in a very materialistic culture, especially in the United States, and that encourages a constant want and sees possessions as the source of happiness. So the more we can resist that spirit of, again, that spirit of lack and need and want, the more we can be grateful for what we have. Be aware of envy and cynicism and narcissism. Those are all barriers to gratitude. Cultivating gratitude can actually be a partial remedy for narcissism, because when you're grateful, you're looking outside yourself, less focused on you. Being around family and friends can help us feel more grateful, having just a healthy community. Appreciating life can make us more thankful and less cynical. When you face a tough decision or situation, you can look at it as a gift. And, this is 2020. A lot of people talk about how difficult the year has been. And while that is true, there are also amazing things that have happened as well. I've gone to funerals this year. I've put a dog to sleep, which was our favorite dog of all time. But I also see this year as the gift of time and the gift of completely throwing out the old playbook and trying something new. So you can have positivity even in the midst of a difficult situation. So, we're all different, and different things can make each of us feel grateful. Sometimes a spring rain after, it washes everything away, makes the air clean. Some people can be grateful for rain. Volunteering to help others makes us feel grateful. Looking at a beautiful piece of art or hearing a beautiful song. Being in nature, seeing a starry sky, when you're out away from the city lights, that's kind of amazing. How about when you come home from a long day and your dog runs up to greet you, so excited and wagging their whole body, and how great is that? That's something we can always be grateful for. So what are some practical ways to foster gratitude and develop a lifestyle of gratitude? You want to keep a journal of the good things you see and do each day. Identify the good things that go well for you and figure out why that happened that way and what was good about it. You can write thank you notes to people. Think about the people who have had the most positive effect on your life and figure out what was most significant about them. I know when someone frustrates me, I try to go, well, what are the good things about them that really benefit me in my life and, everyone around them? So imagine what your life would be like if some positive event had not occurred. So think about something in your life that happened that was great, that you really enjoyed, and think about what life would be like without that thing. I don't think we always realize the chain of events that come from one action in our lives, or an action that we do. So how does all this come back to dog training? Well, you can imagine, the more we practice gratitude, the more positive we are in general, the more we appreciate the things around us. So it keeps you in a better mood, in a more positive place. You can appreciate the good things about your dog and overlook the frustrating things. No dog is perfect, and my dogs are always challenging. There's one inside barking right now. But all of them have taught me something, and it just made me a better trainer. You have more joy overall, which causes you to have more fun with your dog. Then you're more willing to take your dog to fun places and do fun things with your dog, play games with your dog. You have more energy to engage with your dog. So it just helps you, gratitude just makes us better people. It makes everyone around us feel better too because of our positive energy. and it makes our relationships with people and our dog just more positive in general. So if you want homework, I'm going to give you something you can practice that I do, which I kind of alluded to earlier, is when you wake up, first thing in the morning, just think of one thing that you're grateful for. Doesn't matter what it is. Maybe waking up in a warm bed. You know, that's a luxury for a lot of people. And then do the same thing before you go to bed. And what that does is it puts your head in that frame of mind, a frame of mind of feeling grateful before you go to sleep and after you wake up. So then it just starts your day off right, and it wraps your day up right. So no matter what happens in the middle of those two things, at least at the beginning and end, you can change it into something positive. So, and then it may help you stay more grateful throughout the day. So if you have negative emotions and those start to come up, because of course they do, think of something you're grateful for in that situation and notice how it affects your mood. So if you're doing something, maybe you're out walking your dog and something happens that frustrates you about your dog, think about something there that your dog did well. Because we always, as trainers, try to get people to reinforce the good things their dogs are doing instead of always focusing on what they can correct. So think about those things about your dog that you really enjoy, and just practice that this week and see if that doesn't change your perspective on life and and see if that doesn't affect your mood and make you just a more happy overall person this week. So hopefully those tips will help all of us, including me, and hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.